Hello, Internet land. It's been a long time since I made any beer reviews, but here we are. This is my 32-ounce growler, and this is what's in it. If you can read, dude, I can't read that. She thought she was putting something else in there, but she ended up putting, and I wanted, what's in here is the Habanero IPA from Grove Roots Brewing Company, and thank gosh that it's made. So I don't think there's a lot left in here. That's it. Ow! Holy crap. As you can see, it's spicy. It's very spicy, and it's really freaking good. Right out of here. I drank out of here last night, and it was lovely. That's fresh beer from the tap is so nice. I forgot how good beer from the tap, like, is it just an IPA? It might be certain hops that they're doing, but I don't know. Fresh beer is really, really good. This is spicy, spice heaven. I've been waiting for somebody to do a habanero beer again. The habanero sculpin was what turned me on to it. It just gives you a little something extra. You're not just drinking beer. You're not just getting drunk. You're enveloped in a what do you call it? Scoville filled peninsula in your mind. I'm very, very sore, and my cats are ready to play, but I will attempt to. I don't want to drink this whole thing in front of you, but it's really good. I wish I could. Yeah, I'll share it with you. It needs more ice. I don't really want to drink this because all the ice is melted. But I can. I might need a minute. We can sit here and spend time together, I guess. Did you turn off the news yet? Did you stop watching the news? I stopped watching the news a long time ago, and it feels good. It's kind of like not using your phone. I don't use my phone too much anyway. Anybody in my audience ever get hooked on looking at your phone and being on your phone at work? And I'm only gonna cater to people my own age. So yeah, at work, do you ever be on your phone and you sit down for like a second, you know you have things to do, and you're just like start looking at your Facebook, and you're like, oh yeah, there's this person I wanted to look at, and you look at them, and then oh yeah, once you start doing that, I'm so glad I don't do that anymore, and I take active efforts to not do it and try to encourage other people not to do it, because it kind of made me feel more alone in social situations and just at work. And when you're at work, you want to feel prideful a little bit. You want to have a little bit of pride in what you do and how you feel when you get there. You don't want to be like, oh, this sucks, I'm at work, I just got to work and this shit, that sucks. You want to be happy. I mean, I've experienced happiness, and a lot of people helped me get there. It helps if you do stuff you like to do, and it's teaching you things. If you start doing things that are teaching you a step further than you knew about, like if you're you were contracted, you were working for a contractor, and maybe you got paid under the table. That happened to me, but that was reverse for me. If you know a little bit of something about building something, and then you can screw in drywall, and you can screw in the floor and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of good examples. If you can do a roofing is hard. Like building a roof is hard, but yeah. And then you go into a job like this is like where I was at. I was working apartments. This is a real drag in it. I hope you get something out of this. I was working apartments, and this one job that I had was working like. I installed a toilet for my first time ever, all by myself, and I was like sitting on the floor like a monkey, like this, looking at the light bulb over my head, question mark over my head, like what do I do here and this and this. Did a little YouTube videos and stuff, but I ended up doing it myself, and I think that's my point where I said, oh, I can do things by myself, like, and then I can do this little thing, and that'll make it way better. Like, you do your flush valve, learning yourself, plumbing is a cool thing to learn. That's how I learned, I don't know, to take pride in my work, I guess. That and sinks, and so I started loving getting under, I learned about sinks a long time ago. That was in 2014. I was at another apartment complex. No, probably earlier than that, probably 2012 I was learning about sinks. Installing the hot and water lines. I think you can get, I don't know, in the same one. I forget what my setup looks like now, and I'm in an apartment myself. But I don't know, learning to do things yourself is cool. I don't know why I went on that tangent. I forget, but this is all live. Thanks. I'm trying to stall because I don't want to just get drunk, you know what I'm saying? This is why I water down my beers. Oh man, fresh beer hits the tip of your tongue, it tingles, and that might have some effect. The habanero in there, and I like to put jalapenos and not jalapenos. I like to put habaneros in my beer anyway. It just does some different stuff. It makes beer way more interesting. But we need some ice, but none of my ice is made. I have little ices. Do you want to come with me? You can come with me in my fridge. Okay. I've been eating a lot of Bluebell ice cream. The A&W thing is really good. They had one A&W float, and they had one Dr. Pepper float, and I was like, I know I've never had either one of them from Bluebell, but Walmart, I was eating their root beer float ice cream, and it's only like $3. So I was like, I know Bluebell is gonna be way better than that. So I was like, which one do I get? I guess I'll get the A&W one, and I did, and dude, that thing is flat soda. It's not what I wanted to say. It's very good though. It's very good. It's better than flat soda. Flat soda sucks. I got there's like little balls. These are sick. I love this one. Alright, cat, get off my lap. You go over there for a second. There's a cat trying to interfere with the process. She's trying to interfere with the process. She's walking away. I'm walking away from this. That's my mustache. Beer's back. Oh yeah, Habanero IPA. If you see someone's messing with peppers, and there's a matter of time before somebody does a Carolina Reaper thing. Carolina Reaper Pilsner. Dude, I'll drink Pilsner again. Carolina Reaper, yeah, because that's like a light, bright flavor. You don't, but spicy as hell. That'd be fine. I'm gonna tell my cousin to try that. If you got a brewery that you want to support, tell them make a spicy beer, and they might be like, what? If they make that face, Tell them to watch my videos, because I make that face all the time. I got cats looking for attention. Man, Grove Roots, they do their IPAs with a sense of, with a flourish of professionalism. That makes sense. This is empty now. That sucks. But I did get 6 a.m. pickers, and that's a porter. And there's 6 of them. And that's going to stay right there in the fridge until tomorrow, I think. I have to play guitar tonight and sing tonight. It's 8-something o'clock. And I have to play in front of people at 4:30 tomorrow for at least 45 minutes, or for at least 40 minutes. For at least 40 minutes. I usually come up with 17 songs to play. Every week is different. I stick to the schedule. You got to make a set list. Make a set list. Don't do the same songs. You can be playing songs and then in the moment think, this song will be really good after that, and do that, but don't make that your go-to thing. Always have a plan in front of you and practice the plan before, because you can get away with having just a set list, but you're gonna find that you will mess up songs, and that's not good. Because if you are a musician, you probably play music because you like to hear music. And if you're playing music that you're like, oh, that was bad, you got to fix it. You got to work. Especially if it pays, if it pays you money. If people give you money, and you might not, I don't see these people again. Usually I don't see the same people. I'll see some of the same people, like in a blue moon, on a blue moon. So that's nice, but hopefully I'll have something different to play during that set when they're there the next time. And that's my goal. That's what we're doing. This beer is really good. Oh, I think this is my 3rd glass, and this is the only full one. This is the only full one that I've had. The rest of them were like here with water, and then like here with water, I think, and then ice. So this is my 3rd, but this is a real one. I just put ice in it. There's no water. I didn't put any water in it. But I do want to enjoy this, because this is a limited time one. They don't have this. And this glass is from Wilmington, North Carolina. I used to go there after work and fill up this, and then I had a big boy right next to it. This is my favorite. I had a 64 ounce. But when I moved to Florida, I think I threw it out. So now I miss that. I wish I had that, because this 32 ounce is only good for like a day. Look at it, it's so little. The freaking 64 ounce growler was like this compared to this. It's like this. And that's a lot of beer. You'll see like old glass bottles that are brown or green, probably in like if you go to Arizona and you do the cowboy experience in Sedona and they have you take pictures, you'll probably have like old glass bottles and stuff. That's what these are, like old growlers. They would fill them up and take them home, I think I have to do research, but I think it's a good way for breweries to make good customers, loyal customers, if they sell these. So now I'm on the lookout for a 64 ounce growler, because I only have the 32 ounce. And people don't. Do you get this? I'm going on a crazy tangent tonight. Do you know people don't really recycle anymore? My town does not recycle, I've heard. I mean, and who knows? I don't know anybody that actually works at the trash place or landfill, so I don't know what ends up happening. But the people that work in the city next door to me, they said that, did you know your town doesn't even recycle? Like, they just throw everything in the trash. If you have a different bin, a roll away bin, and you fill it or put your little cans. I don't even fill nothing anymore. I just have like a quarter of the way full most of the time of my recyclables, or less. Way less now. I cut back a lot. I haven't been drinking a lot. And I lost weight. I look way better. I've been getting around a little bit better. I can feel my little aches and pains that need to get worked on, like in my calves. I can feel my calves again. And freaking, I wonder how long my knees are gonna last. Like when you stretch your calves and you like lean forward, like if you ever foot like this, this is hard to see, this up against like a curb, if you put your foot on a curb like this, on a curb, and then you just try to like lean forward, it pulls on your, that was a horrible example, but it just pulls on your calf muscle and it stretches it back out. You can feel your shin and your knee also, like, almost, it feels like it wants to pop, and I'm not gonna let that happen to myself. So I was like in the shower and trying to do that against the tub. I had my toes up against the side of the tub and I was just leaning into it, and I was like, oh, I can't do this, because I feel like my kneecap's about to come off, or like something's gonna go wrong. Like, you just can't take it to the nth degree, I think, after a certain point. And I was telling a coworker today, I was like, how long is it going to be? Because I'm 36, and that's young. I mean, my parents had me when they were 27, so I'm kind of lacking in that department too. But, like, how long is it going to be before I start forgetting, like, what key goes where, what key unlocks what, and, like, what code opens what, you know. I don't know. It's probably a long time coming, but you know. My mom says, when you get old, weird things start happening. That's what she says. And, I don't know. It's been a crazy year. It's been a very crazy year. But this is my second full year as a grown adult going to church like every Sunday. Going to church. My pastor is so sick. I don't want to disclose too much because we're not like super popular or anything, but it's so down to earth. He studies what he's gonna preach the night before. He's like gets his notes together. He has like notebooks. We'll like sit there. I imagine much the same as how I make set lists, because tonight I'm gonna be up for a long time, and it's already like 8 something. My bacon's almost done. I forgot. I hope I don't burn my bacon. Yeah, that's got to come out and get flipped. I don't have a mitt, dude. Sody, where are you at? You're supposed to do this while I do this video thing. So thanks for watching. This is my bacon. You want to see? It's from Rural King. I don't know if you have a Rural King in your area, but I'm slow cooking it at 275 so I can keep the tallow. Where's a fork? I have to flip these. But we're talking about beer. Let me flip these while we continue my little tangent. Oh yeah, it's not even near done. I might lower the time, or the, what do you call this, temperature. We're gonna go 65. Let's flip the bacon. Do you want to watch? Sorry for jarring visual effects here. Dude, that is not even cooked on the other side. This is a long while left. But yeah, you use the broiling pan because it'll save your tallow. And then my whole thing is, I want to use the tallow tonight to cook these baked beans I'm making for a potluck we got tomorrow at work. This is a really busy video. Sorry. It was about beer. Now it's becoming a cooking show. I'm trying to think of how hard it will be to transition from doing what I'm doing, and how fiscally available, how fiscally responsible I can be if I switch careers. I want to be a cook now. I really do. I want to cook for people because I cook for myself. I do pretty freaking good for myself. But I love my job. But I also want to cook for other people because I can cook a freaking meal, dude. I really can. And I love to do it. So if I can get paid for cooking for other people, that's freaking nuts. Where's my little... You need one of these. You gotta have one of these. You can put your utensils in right there. We're back to normal. You're looking at my nose. Alright, let's put... Oh, why did I do that? Let's see. You gotta put it back in. Forgive the crazy screen. Alright, there we go. Back in 265. We're continuing on. This might be a freaking long video. Here we are. Back with the beer. I'm making baked beans tomorrow. That's with the bacon. I think when the bacon's done, I'm going to crumble it up and put it in the baked beans in a crock pot. In a separate frying pan, I'm going to cook this chicken. It's chicken tenderloins, all cubed, and then it's soaking in coconut, fresh coconut. I opened a coconut this week. That took a long time. But I opened a fresh coconut, like off the tree. So it's got the container, and it's got the seed inside. And then you cut the seed open, and it's got water everywhere, and then the meat. I cut that open, and I'm soaking the chicken in that. And then I had 3 mangoes, so I peeled, when I got home from the grocery store, I peeled the mangoes, and then put all the meat and the juice in a container, but then strained out the juice into these chicken cubes. So now this chicken's sitting in mango juice and coconut water. So hopefully I'm going to cook this chicken tonight. I don't know how I'm going to cook this chicken. I looked up a recipe because I'm trying to keep a lot of that juice to put in beans. I'm trying to keep... Oh, you're running away from the camera, baby. Oh, don't be afraid. Yeah. I need to give her... No. I wanted to get my ears pierced. It makes me think of getting like an ear piercing. I don't know which one is the one. I want to get whatever Art Alexac, whatever the dude from Everclear has. I want that. And a nose piercing like Dell, the funky Homo sapien. I want a nose ring, just like him. Then I'll be satisfied. I don't think I want tattoos. I kind of want tattoos. This video is jumping all around. I'm 36 and I have not had a single tattoo. My brother's got tattoos, and he's younger than me. But he used to do them too. He's done one of his own, I think. And then I think he used to like get paid to do other people's tattoos. But I do want a tattoo. I've always had, ever since we were kids, and I had my first bottle of Jägermeister. This is how I came up with my tattoo idea. I want it right here on my breast. My breast. It's gonna be a freaking, like a sun and a rooster crowing at the sun, and like a little snake. I don't know why. I don't know. The rooster is symbolic, I think, of passion. And then the snake is just like, I don't know, frying in the sun. I don't know. I want that. I still want that. I want to see if somebody will do that for me. And then lately I've been thinking about getting Orion, the constellation Orion. It looks like a Cocopelli guy with the belt. Like, I don't know. There's like 7 or 8 or more stars in that. There's probably a ton of stars in that. But I want that somewhere, and then I see it all the freaking time. Last year, and I started looking at constellations in like 2019, I think. But that's an obvious one, and it's always around. It's always around. Anyway, what else? There was another thing, but I want to get the integrity. Humanity is the devil. That little bird, monster-looking creature somewhere. I want to get his like face, just his face. I think somewhere. That'd be crazy. But I'm making a loaf of bread tonight. We're drinking beer, right? We're drinking beer. Yes. I want a kitchen and I want a bar. And I want to serve the best beer. No, that's not really a dream I have. That's just some bullshit I'm coming up with. Dude, very tasty. Very professional. Very flawless. It has tingles and jingles on the end. It's not garbage. It doesn't taste very sweet. It's literally just to the. I really love Grove Roots. Grove Roots has the Space King. I already did a review of a Space King, and when I went there, I went there last night, and I was like, "Do you have Space King?" Or I told her I came for Space King, and she was like, "We just ran out," and she was like, "You missed it." I'm like, "I did. I don't go to, this is a totally different town. I have to drive like 30 minutes to get there. And there's nothing here. You get beer from the grocery store where I'm at, and they have Crooked Can. Crooked Can is really good. I've been getting into the Crooked Can. I don't know if I did a review of that. We'll probably do that in the future. If I lose you, I'm sorry. This is a long video. We're going to cut it at 30 minutes. That means I got 3 minutes left. Eat more peppers, dude. Eat more peppers, and don't drink so heavily. Don't drink heavily. But continue to cook. If you like cooking, you got to keep doing different stuff. You know what I came up with is these rice dinners. I have a rice cooker, and my mom gave it to me several years ago, probably 2016. What's it now? It's almost 10 years I've had this stupid thing. But she would mail it, because I lived in a different state. I lived in North Carolina. I've been making rice, lots of white rice. When you put it in the rice cooker, just do salt, pepper, little vinegar. I have apple cider vinegar in the fridge, so I've just been doing that. So I don't know what it does. It probably does nothing, but I've been putting it in there. And let it cook until it's done. Then put it aside, and then you can make tuna fish like you would put on a tuna fish sandwich. So do mayo, and then do your dry spices, or you could do hot sauce with the tuna. I like to do spicy tuna, or do cayenne pepper and mayo and pepper, white pepper. I've been cooking with white pepper a lot. And just that's a meal right there. You put the tuna in a ball in the middle of the rice on a big plate, and then eat that. Oh! But then you can also do, and I just made stir fry the other night. You do your vegetables first. You cook a little garlic, chopped minced garlic, in a little oil. I don't have any sesame oil. That's coming up. I got a minute left. Holy crap! You do your onions and your garlic, and you put it to the side when it's cooked. And then you do your mushrooms, broccoli, or carrots, and because those all those things take a little bit longer. Alive. Shut up. All those take a little bit longer to do. Then you put those to the side, and you're using oil the whole time. Not a lot of oil, just enough to get it to move around and not stick to itself. Salt and pepper when you think you need to, and then crack an egg. Crack 2 eggs, and then put all the rice in and stir it all together, and then slowly put the vegetables in. Keep stirring until the eggs are done, and then you serve yourself. And I love you. We'll see you later. Thanks for drinking with me. If you have a brewery out there that you want to talk about, let me know what it is. Bye.